Hey, everybody. I got to hit the button. Make the clock run. Here we go. There you go. No. Oh, didn't. There it is. There it is. Now we're cooking with oil, everybody. Audio, is it working?
Hold on.
Zach? Vago con Dios, mi amigo. Peace out. All right. Here we go. So Zach has just left the room. Don't know if that's important to anybody but us, but he left the room. Valley Converting, can't thank them enough for being a part of the 9-minute Phill-Up.
Yeah, it's there.
Day in, day out. Jordan says, hey, we have audio today. So that's good. Yesterday, we apologized for that. It was actually on the service that we use. Apparently, there was something wrong with their service, but we had all of our things ready to go, and we were all in the right spot. But so we got that taken care of. But Valley Converting, I mean, talk about having the right stuff. Valley Converting always has the right stuff, especially when you're trying to recycle some paper products. You can do that, and you can take a look at anything and everything you want to up at Valley Converting, because it's in the gem city of Toronto. It's in T-Town, and they are ready to take care of you and your recycling needs. So, again, Valley Converting, absolutely.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
How about that crew up at Valley Converting? Mike's got Mike Biasi there with his crew, helping with the advertising, and he's got a great crew that works for him as well. So Valley Converting, if you have recycling needs, please get in touch with them at in the Gem City, Toronto, T-Town. I just like saying Gem City, Toronto, T-Town. In any particular order. Home of the Red Knights. Home of the Red Knights. Actually, and speaking of that, Jordan, I think I put on the description acts of kindness.
Oh.
And sometimes, this time of year propels people to do some things that are very nice. Maybe it's just somebody that's very nice, does that all year long. But last night, went to dinner, and we had about 6 people at dinner. We're at Puerto Vallarta in Steubenville, looking for some great Mexican food. Puerto Vallarta.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand. I know this may be a rumor. But the margaritas, allegedly, very tasty. Puerto Vallarta, Steubenville, Sunset
Recommend.
Boulevard.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So, anyways, been going there for a long, long time. Love it, the whole deal. So, happen to be sitting there, and there's a booth next to my end of the table, and there's a couple having dinner, and the rest. And when they left, the gentleman got up and he just kind of looked at me and nodded, and I nodded back at him, and he put down a coupon on the table, and it was a coupon that if you spent over $60, you get $10 off. So I just thought that was very nice that he took the time to share that. He didn't have to do that, and so I thanked him or said thank you, and then he was heading for the door, so I wanted to take the time here on the 9-minute Phill-Up to say thanks. And if you have an opportunity to perform an act of kindness, help somebody out, especially this time of year. Now, one of the things I'm thinking, it's a story from today, and it's a story that it's a race. It's the Diaper Dash.
Mm-hmm.
Steubenville Diaper Dash is going on. It's being held by the Jefferson County Health Department. I don't think that's the right term.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, no, but it's Jefferson County Health District or something. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's Jefferson County Health. So, Andrew Henry, give him a call. He's in charge. So anyways, they're having a race Saturday. If you go down to the race, you don't want to run the race, drop off some diapers. Pick up some diapers. Drop off some cash, because all of the money they take in is going to go to families that have a tough time affording diapers. And diapers are not cheap.
Yeah.
Having, raised 2 kids myself, I know how expensive those can be. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I think I'm going to go down and bring some diapers. So I would encourage anybody, if you have something like that, if you have maybe a blood drive and you want to give blood, It's critical at this time of the year. You know what, Jordan? I should call up, see if we can call up one of the two of us. Probably you, just because you're so good at it.
Okay.
But we should call up the Red Cross. We call up one of the blood banks, see what's going on with how we can get people to give more blood at this time of the year because it's so critical.
Mm-hmm.
But anything you can do to just this time of year, everybody, I think everyone wants to be as nice as they can or they hope to be. But sometimes you have a good day, sometimes you have a bad day. You're still going to get arguments. Money's still going to be tight and it's going to be hard. But it's one of those things where that little act of kindness. Last night, I just thought, man, that was really nice that he did that. It wasn't a big deal. Wasn't going to change his life or my life, but I just thought that was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to thank him for doing that today. And again, Puerto Vallarta, Steubenville, Sunset Boulevard. Food is excellent, and I understand. I don't know that the margaritas are pretty good. Just saying. So there we go. All right. So, anyways, hopefully that it's going to motivate me. I thought about that this morning. I saw that story or read that story on the diaper dash in Steubenville. It's downtown. It's going to start at the fort, finish at the fort. So if you want to go down and support that, my man Hunter, he showed up at the Biasi Shuma race. He was listening. He should be in school. You better be in school. But he showed up. We had said, come on out to the Biasi Shuma race. You can help raise some money for good. He showed up and ran. I thought, and that really impressed me. And so if you have a chance to do that, and everybody's got so much to do. And if you're busy, and I get it, I'm not trying to make anyone's world any harder than it already is. But sometimes you do some of those things, it just makes you feel good. Just makes you feel good. And then it's like, all right, I'm going to be a slug the rest of the day. I'm just going to watch football, eat chips, and watch football. And then later on, after I nap, I'll watch some more football, and that'll be my day. But at the beginning of the day, if maybe you go to the diaper dash again, and you don't have to, if you can't get down there, bring some diapers down there. If you want to just drop off some money, anything like that. And there's events all over the Ohio Valley. So if I'm picking that one because I read about it today, and I know how expensive that was to get diapers. So and I remember some of the natural disasters we had, and that was one of the things they asked for diapers. I remember going to the store and getting diapers and thinking to myself, wow, they've gone up in price since I had them, and they're not cheap. So I'm thinking, yeah, Saturday morning, I'm going to have to drive down and drop off some diapers. Now I've got to make the decision: are you going to get Pampers? Are you going to get Huggies? Which ones are you going to get? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you can't just go. You got to go strong with the diapers you're bringing. So I think we get a comment. Here we go. I can't see, so I have to put my glasses on. All right. Linda, so many families are struggling. Help the community you live in. Amen. Absolutely, Linda. Hopefully, everybody. I read it, didn't put it on the screen. Apparently, I'm struggling a little bit today. But no, I appreciate that, and it really is true. And the thing is, again, nobody can solve all the problems. Nobody can solve all the problems. You can elect the president. You can elect the new mayor. You can elect the senator. And if we expect them to solve all the problems, they're not going to get solved. It's got to be community efforts like this, communities that step up together and try to do the best they can. Now, leadership, always helps, and people can, do that. And it's one of those things where, hopefully people see what other people do and they follow their lead and help with whether it's a diaper dash or maybe it's just a donation, maybe it's giving blood, maybe it's sending a donation to the Heart Association, whatever the case may be. If you can, please, as Linda says, so many families are struggling, help the community you live in. So if you can do that, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm just going to leave that up. Now, Jordan, got a question for you.
Okay.
Steelers, Eagles.
Steelers.
This weekend. There you go. Linda, make Steubenville great again. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get started. That's an everyday project. Everyday project. We just got to get a little better every day. And if we get a little better every day, then that means the town's going to get a little bit better every day. And maybe somebody else's future is going to get a little bit better. So I greatly appreciate the sentiment. And Jordan, 4:25 kickoff. Eagles are looking how about the Eagles? A little dysfunctional. Did you hear about all their issues in the locker room and everything?
No.
Apparently, A.J. Brown, big wide receiver, number 11 for the Eagles, he is not happy with how the passing game's been going the last few games.
Oh.
So,
Because of Saquon.
So Jalen Hurts, one of your Alabama quarterbacks, who's, maybe his numbers aren't as good as they have been the last few years, but apparently Brown kind of called him out after postgame. They're like, what do you have to work on? What does the team have to work on? He passing. That's all he said. Didn't say a name. Just said passing. I don't know why.
Is it because he doesn't get?
I hit the microphone with my chin when I'm saying passing.
Is it because he doesn't get?
Well,
passes?
that's one of the things a lot of people think. It's maybe
is he not open? And it might be him.
Well, I watched the playmaker Michael Irvin on an interview about this, and then I watched Shannon Sharp on an interview about this, and basically Michael Irvin said just run a smoke route. It's basically you just stand there, quarterback just throws it over to you, and you run the ball. You throw him 3 or 4 of those beginning of the game, he's going to get more involved. He's going to be happy. Everything's good. Wide receivers could be a little, maybe some divas.
Yeah, you don't say.
Maybe some divas. Now, I've covered a lot of big-time wide receivers in the National Football League, and I don't know if I can actually disagree with that statement. But I'll tell you what, some talent. They will run, catch the ball, take hits like that. It's pretty impressive. But not only does it go, so now the Eagles have that whole little back and forth they're going to have to deal with because everybody's going to be asking, Hurts and going to be asking Brown and going to be asking the other players, what about this? What about this? What about this? So I believe it's Brandon Graham.
Well, you know what I think? I think Steeler fans want Kenny Pickett to play.
They want Kenny Pickett to play? That's the last thing the Philadelphia Eagles want to have happen. Is he still on a team?
I think so.
Okay.
He's the backup, or maybe he might be the third string backup.
Yeah. He's still getting paid. National Football League money. So anyways, Brandon Graham, the linebacker, great linebacker, who's been injured, so he's been out of the lineup. He's on a radio show. I think it's his radio show or somebody's radio show where they're doing like a little thing, and they ask him about it. Well, apparently he didn't hear all of the quote or didn't get all the background on it
of like what AJ Brown
of
said?
what he said and what the whole thing was. So he gets on the radio, right? And he basically says they used to be best friends. Now they don't get along.
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, the quarterback and the wide receiver.
So there's like actually drama.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's like, whoa.
And then they're like,
saying?
now a new twist because he didn't
whole
realize.
It's a whole new thing. So did they blow up their week against the Steelers? I'll tell you what. It's a good test for Sirianni. Can he keep his team together? A lot of people doubted him as a head coach, but they're on a 9-game winning streak or something like that right now. Steelers come in on a Sat. Now, the last time I was there for Steelers-Eagles game, and both teams were pretty good, didn't go well for the Steelers. Did not go well.
Oh, I'm nervous, but we just gotta.
But this is a big measuring stick. It's a big measuring stick game. Steelers next 3 games. What they've got Philly,
Philadelphia,
Ravens, Chiefs.
Yep.
And
Bengals. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, unless Joe Burrow doesn't play, that's not going to be an easy game. You're going to have to outscore. They already saw that was 44-38? You needed all 44 points in that one against Cincinnati?
Yeah, but...
but me. Oh, yeah, you get a win this week. They need to beat the Ravens. If they beat the Ravens, that really settles basically a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. Ron has checked in. What is he bringing to the table today? Here we go. I'm waiting for Michigan. Are we getting a Michigan thing or what are we getting? I love the wide receivers t-shirt wearing 7-Eleven always open. Yeah, absolutely. That's the belief. And if a wide receiver doesn't think that, you want a different wide receiver. Actually want a different wide receiver. The reason they are divas is because they are that good, especially in the National Football League. They're that good. Now, there are levels to that good in the National Football League, and that's the thing that's relative. I remember, people talking about that, like, okay, you've got, this guy stinks. Well, in relation to what? He's in the National Football League. He can't stink. The talent you have to have just to even get invited to a training camp.
Yeah.
Let alone stick on a team, whether you're the fourth wide receiver or not. I mean, that's right. You've got a ton of talent. But those top end guys, they had a special on Randy Moss the other day. I had a chance to see him play against Brooke in a state championship football game. First time I saw him in person. Special. Then I saw him in college against West Virginia. Was at Marshall. Special. Then he was in the National Football League. Hall of Famer. And he runs and he just glides. It's like it's a whole different thing. But it's pretty impressive. But Jordan has the story of the day.
I do?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I do. All right. So tell us this is kind of making a mess over here. Tell us about what there is somebody that's proposed a bill in the Ohio State Senate or Congress.
If anyone remembers the Ohio State Michigan game.
Yes. It just in the recent past.
Here it is. Apparently, Ohio.
Who's getting the credit for writing this story? Where's this from?
This is from Sports Illustrated.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I saw it on Instagram. It's also on the Columbus Dispatch, Yahoo Sports.
All right. So we've got multiple.
Because I saw it on Instagram, but I wanted to make sure that it was actually a thing.
Multiple people.
So
this.
Apparently, Ohio State Rep. Josh Williams introduced the OHIO Sportsmanship Act on Tuesday, and it's being proposed in the wake of a number of flag planting incidents around the country following college football games. So basically, if this was a thing, it would make it a felony to plant a flag at midfield at Ohio Stadium, which is what happened in the Michigan-Ohio State game.
Well, here's the initial thing I'm thinking. It's artificial turf, so you really can't plant the flag. Yeah, you can stand there and hold it, but
House Bill. This is what I guess it's going to be. House Bill 700. I don't know.
What's his name? What's the person's name again?
Josh Williams.
Does Josh Williams not have anything else to do that's more important than doing now? And again.
Oh, okay. This is what it says. Ready? Okay. No person shall plant a flagpole with a flag attached to it in the center of the football field at Ohio State Stadium of the Ohio State University on the day of a college football competition, whether before, during, or after the competition. Whoever violates this section is guilty of a felony of the 5th degree.
So what you're telling me is I can go to the stadium with a pole, no flag attached to it, and I can put that in the middle of the field, or I can stand there and hold the flag, and I won't get a felony charge against me if I don't have a pole attached to the flag.
It says whether only during the game.
So
day of a college football
competition. Michigan fans could go there 5 days a week and plant flags all over the place. Linda's going amen on that one. I just think this is kind of ridiculous. Now, do I think it's ridiculous that schools all of a sudden have a flag they grab from somewhere over on the bench, or the cheerleaders? I know a lot of teams like to run out. Oh, well,
they
flag.
Run with it.
Yeah. So. I think it's ridiculous that someone wants to plant a flag on another, team's field. Now, that said, all honesty, I may have done something similar to that in high school when we beat our arch rival in football. And instead of, we decided to go on a victory lap around their field with the trophy held high. And then I found out from a couple of friends of mine that played on that team that the coach made them watch it like 15 times in a row. Just kept rewinding it, going, "Are you seeing what they did on your field? Are you seeing what they did on your field?" No, I didn't have a flag. If I had a flag, heaven help me, maybe I would have planted the flag. But the fact that this is taking up this much discussion with people, there are problems in the world. We just spent 5 minutes. Linda say,
just find them and call it a day.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like
it doesn't need to be. It needs to be a law. I don't think so.
It's ridiculous. Linda, the gray hair. So much time in your hands. You were sent to office elected to office to go and do work for the people.
If this
is a mandate from the people in the state of Ohio,
don't know.
Okay. I just think you're wasting your time. I just don't get it. It's like, okay, you don't want them to plant the flag on your field, beat them.
Yeah.
Don't be a 3 touchdown a favorite and get beat at home, and then expect Michigan to act like they're calm and just going to walk off the field. Now the other thing is the fact that I've never understood this design of the stadium. Ohio State comes on the field on this side, and they cross to the other sideline. The other team, in this case Michigan, comes over from this side, and they cross each other every time. So you just played for 4 hours. You got your teeth kicked in, or you won, or you lost your shot at a national title or going to the conference championship game, which happened to Ohio State. People are a little hot. Someone tries, but now you've got people, you got pepper spray and police and the whole thing. Yeah. So, okay, so now we're going to make it, we're just going to we're not going to let this just die.
Right.
Just let it go away.
Yeah.
Now, when you played lacrosse at Ashland, how many flags did you plant at rivalry schools? I heard you were the instigator of many.
No, we didn't plant flags. No. We may have stolen some lacrosse balls.
Hey now. All right, that's a felony 6, I think. All right, does the Buckeyes think there are many flags planted in the future? Whoa, that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, you know what? This could be a one-time thing. If you just win
they think every time.
Yeah.
No.
And you don't. I mean, do you really think who knows? Well, who knows? But you would think hopefully the Michigan administration would go, okay, we're not taking any flags into the stadium. There will be no flags the next time we have a game. And if Ohio State goes up to Michigan, no flags. That's the easiest way to do it.
No flags allowed.
Big Ten. All you got to do. Big Ten conference rule. Big Ten conference rule. Instead of like Linda says, this guy's got too much time on his hands. This politician. This is ridiculous. Make a Big Ten conference rule. No more flags at the stadium. Well, it's going to take away from the tradition and the pageantry. Shut up.
Then just tell them don't plan them.
I mean, really, it's going to take away from the tradition. Please. You need a flag? That's your tradition? Well, if we don't have that flag, it's not our tradition. Stop it.
We don't have that flag. We're going to lose.
Go play football and do your thing. I mean, it doesn't matter what's now. The thing is, it happened Florida State, but the Florida State thing is pretty. That's if I was going to put one above the other, the Florida State one at their stadium, Florida State, because they are approved by Seminole Nation, that tribe and everything. They work hand in hand with that tribe. So that's that's a big deal when they have the horse come out and they put the flaming spear into the, so that's a big deal. So for someone to, I can see where they get it. But again, no flags. ACC, SEC, all the conferences, you play in your backyard. Now in your backyard on a Thanksgiving Day pickup game, you definitely plant flags just to irritate people. Or you just go, hey, you know what? You lost. You don't get any turkey. That's where you go. I think it's right there. Do you think the Steelers bring a big flag and hope to plant it in the middle of the link? No, because it's professional football. The only one that does that is T.O., and he's retired. He used to go and stand in the middle of the Star in Dallas or other fields, and it was actually kind of entertaining because he was out there by himself. And then, but a fight started and the whole thing. Then that was stopped.
Well, Juju used to remember when Juju he would dance on the.
Oh yeah,
and they were like, nope.
No,
can't do that. Not allowed.
No, and the team handled it.
But it was like stupid. Like really, that's really going to affect.
It shouldn't.
And how you play.
Nope. But I'll tell you what. I mean, instead of doing that in the state capitol buildings and where they make the law, I mean, that just seems like a waste of time. Now, watch it'll pass.
Or
unchallenged, it'll pass. It'll just everybody will pass it. But the thing is, just call up. All you have to do, Governor DeWine, call up the head of the Big Ten and just say, hey, maybe you guys could settle this by not allowing flags on the field, or the actual stadium where you're playing the game. We don't allow flags on our field. We don't allow flags in the stadium other than that have been pre-approved by the Ohio State University or the University of Michigan or Northeastern, that's in Boston, Northwestern, Northeast. My friend of mine went and played college football there. David Williams, love you. And he's the best.
Shout out.
He's the best. Shout out to David Williams. Hopefully he sees this. We used to trade Oreo cookies and what are they? Yoo-hoos? Not Yoo-hoo, not the drink, not the drink. The little, like, what was it called? Ring dings. He used to have ring dings.
Oh, yeah,
ring dings,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Like the devil dogs?
Yeah, so we'd sit in the back of our junior high school social studies. Mr. Rourke. Shout out to Mr. Rourke. Shout out to Mr. Rourke. Mr. Rourke, I love Mr. Rourke because he had quit smoking. But the way he held the like this, the way he held the chalk
was like
he was smoking a cigarette. And he actually brought that up in class.
It probably helped him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He said it. He quit, and that's what he just holds it like that in the whole thing. But we used to sit in the back of Mr. Rourke's class, and we both brown bag it. I'd be like, Dave, what do you got? I got ring dings. I'm like, I got Oreos. You want to trade? Absolutely. So we would trade just about every day. The only thing I felt bad for Dave because he'd have some variety every once in a while. I always had Oreos.
Only Oreos.
That was the Phillips choice of
Sorry,
brown
David.
bagging. That was it. We'd go with the Oreos. So. But that's Northeastern. That's why I mentioned them. Let's see what we got. Ron's here. These big rivals need a trophy for a winner to carry around. Ron, you know better than that. You know what you're carrying around right now as a Michigan fan. You know what you're carrying around right now. You should actually write it down and put it on the board for everybody. And if you're not sure, I'm a little disappointed because I know what you're carrying around. Bragging rights.
Mm-hmm.
Don't need a trophy for that. Just the bragging rights. And you don't need a flag to put in the ground. You just don't. So there's 9 zillion other ways to keep this thing from happening again. But we've decided in the state of Ohio that we're going to legislate it. Why do I even care about this so much that we're talking about this song?
I don't know. It's funny.
It is funny. It's sad and funny. It's sad and funny that's what we're doing. And I think I go back to Linda. She sums it perfectly. Sounds like he had too much time on his hands.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, but Michigan, we talked about this. Michigan, Alabama. Ron, we're going to have the bet. We're going to have the bet with Ron and you. And what did I decide that the bet should be? Because you guys didn't get a vote.
I don't know.
It was you were going to wear a Michigan shirt or hat. And he was going to wear a Alabama one and send it to us.
Oh.
So.
That's right.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have my flag out on my porch. All right. So maybe that's it. If Ron wins, if Michigan wins, he can come plant the Michigan flag here with the station property. No, don't. By the time you get here, that'll be like a class felony 2 misdemeanor, whatever it is. I don't know. You get a fine for that. But anyways, that should be a good game. And then Ohio State, hey, you lost to Michigan, but you got a chance to redeem yourself coming up in the playoffs. Jordan, we have talked much longer than we probably thought we should have. But again, we're going to circle all the way back around. Mm-hmm. And we're going to talk about this real briefly again. And Linda sums it up really well. Many people are struggling. Families are struggling to help the community live in. The reason that came up was because last night when I was out to dinner, someone decided to do an act of kindness. And I can't thank them enough. I don't know their name, but thank you. If you were at Puerto Vallarta on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, great Mexican restaurant. And the person decided as they were walking out, we had a table of about 6, gave me a coupon, $10 off, a bill of over $60. And it was definitely over $60. And it was just really nice. So then we did a story today about the Diaper Dash in Steubenville, a race that's going to happen about 9 o'clock in the morning in downtown Steubenville at the Fort. And it's helping people get diapers for kids. Diapers are super expensive. So they're trying to, load up the diaper bank. So for people that need help, they can get that help. So I'm going to go down and make a donation. And I'm just trying to encourage everybody. If you have something that you like or something that you support and you have the opportunity to do that, maybe it's financially. Maybe you could do that financially. Maybe you don't have the means to do it financially. Maybe it's just giving your time, volunteering, or if you have the opportunity to go and give blood this time of the year, always a great thing to do. So if you can, I would greatly appreciate the bill that was presented concerning SSI and the marriage law is one I am waiting to see pass. All right. And let's see, as we finish up, you do need a day on news. You guys wear jerseys. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we shall see. And I'm gonna look more into this. I'll look more into this marriage law. Let's see what happens with that. And Linda, can't thank you enough for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Bring a lot of great comments, a lot of great thoughts. Greatly appreciate it. Ron, as always, ready to rock and roll. So I greatly appreciate it. Jordan says that she's going to be picking up a hat for you to put on because she knows her roll tide. High Tide is going to beat the men in blue from Michigan. So a lot going on, but just if you can, remember the 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best. Have a great day, everybody. We will see you next time. Jordan, thank you so much. Producer extraordinaire Jordan. And, of course, thank you to Valley Converting for sponsoring the 9-Minute Phill-Up. We greatly appreciate it. Can't thank them enough.